Are my honeybees healthy? You may be asking that question about your honeybees. I've been doing this for about 7 years, and I started with one colony, and I just wanted to see if they would survive without doing any mite treatments. And I went about 3 years. It was the 4th year when I actually started having trouble with mites. So then I switched to Russian honeybees from foliage Russian bees, and I did not notice any difference whatsoever. They dropped dead just as easily from Varroa. So I gave up on foliage Russian bees, or any Russian bees at all. So then the Formic Pro formic acid was new on the market. I tried that in September 2018, and I didn't have any losses for that following winter. So I thought, okay, well, do it again, and I won't have any losses the next winter. But I was disappointed to find out the Formic Pro formic acid did not kill all the Varroa mites. It is December 21st, or 22nd, whatever day it is. But I did the Formic Pro in September, and I started noticing my bees were dying in October and November, and then I had time to do acylic acid. And the acylic acid killed all the Varroa mites in the hives. If you see my videos, I have lots and lots of Varroa mites die as soon as I use the acylic acid. The Formic Pro formic acid did not work. In October, November, I noticed a lot of sick bees. Bees walking out of the hive sick, falling on the ground. And here it is. It's about 45 degrees right now. And I'm not seeing, I just cleaned out my hives. I didn't see any sick bees when I opened up the hives. And I'm not seeing any sick bees coming out. The sun brings them out. And because of my trees, and because it's winter solstice, I don't get a lot of sunlight this time of year. But I know my bees are not sick anymore. The acylic acid worked. After several years of having bees and I almost got wiped out before foliage Russian bees because I didn't do mite treatments, and I got almost wiped out during foliage Russian bees because they weren't resistant to mites. I got lucky last winter, didn't have any losses, so I almost got wiped out before winter this year because the Formic Pro did not work. But I had enough sense to know to try another mite treatment, and I used acylic acid, and that saved my colonies. I cleaned all these colonies here yesterday. I did not see a single sick bee, and these have been cleaned prior to the acylic acid. So the dead bees that I cleaned out were probably sick because the Varroa mites were in my colonies up until the time I used acylic acid. So I'm expecting not to see too many dead bees on the ground in the future. This is a sign of a healthy colony. When you see bees coming out that are active, they're not falling on the ground. See? You're going to have losses from old age, but it's a very, very minimum. When you start seeing lots of dead bees in the bottom of your hive, and they can't even get out through the bottom entrance, you have a problem. If you can't open the hive, I recommend taking out that bottom entrance reducer and taking a piece of wood and cleaning out the bottom of your hive, getting the dead bees out, because it's not good to have dead bees in your hive. It makes the hive unsanitary, and it spreads disease to your other bees. So clean out your hive whenever you get a chance, and just watch your bees. Are they healthy? Do they look like they're healthy bees? Do you see healthiness traits, activity? They look pretty healthy to me. I think 2020 is going to be a good year. Now that I know about acylic acid, I never tried it before because I always wanted to a quick, easy solution to Varroa mites, but there is no quick, easy solution. Look at all those bees. If I can get through January and February, by March they're going to be really expanding, but I have to bring them out of the windows, and hopefully we'll have some decent weather. That's the other issue, the weather. It's a big factor. Hey, and I noticed some videos on YouTube about people putting their bees in a building during the winter and not showing them any sunlight. My second winter with bees, I saw a video on YouTube and it did exactly the same thing. You see that shed there? It has no windows. I put 12 colonies in that shed beginning of January. They were in there January, February. The queens did not lay. I brought them out in March. After I brought them outside, they started laying, but by then the colonies had gotten small and the cold killed the brood in March. We had some temperatures below or near zero. It killed the brood. So I don't believe queens will lay if they don't know what time of year it is. I make sure my bees always see the sun. They know what time of year it is by the sun. They can see the height of the sun. They know what time of year it is. If they don't see that sun, they have no idea knowing. So I don't think that works, putting them in a building without sunlight. They got to have sunlight. Honeybees are very reliant on sunlight. It's very important to them. They know what time of year it is by the sunlight. All right, thank you.